বনচারী যমুনা তীর বনচারী জয় রাধা মাধব কুঞ্জ বিহারী জয় রাধা মাধব কুঞ্জ বিহারী। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে। জয় রাধা গিরিধারী শ্রী রাধে, জয় জগন্নাথ জয় বলদেব জয় সুভদ্রা, জয় গৌরনিতাই গৌরনিতাই জয় গৌরনিতাই, জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ প্রভুপাদ জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল নিতাই গৌর হরি বল। হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রভুজি, ধন্যবাদ প্রণাম।
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, we are reading the Lilamrita now.
Yes, Prabhuji.
I'm sharing the screen and
Yes, Prabhu.
So we are reading from Prabhupada Lilamrita, that is volume 1, chapter 33, and the heading of the chapter is A Lot of Ground to be Covered. In the evening, the guests would come for Kirtana and Prabhupada's lecture. Speaking on the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada referred repeatedly to Sridhar Swami's commentary from the 14th century. Sridhar Swami said that simply by chanting without any regulative principle, one becomes liberated. So how is that? Sridhar Swami replies also that there are regulative principles. The idea is that chanting of the holy name is so powerful that it can immediately liberate the chanter. But because we are prone to fall down again, therefore there are regulative principles. Morning, noon, and evening, we should daily chant Hare Krishna mantra with devotion and faith. By doing this, one can avoid volumes of miserable conditions of life simply by chanting. So, one should be so much careful and faithful. You should know that as soon as you are chanting, Krishna is dancing on your tongue. Therefore, how much careful and respectful we should be. Each night, Prabhupada would take the commentaries of Sridhar Swami as his text. So Sridhar Swami gives the example that without knowing that there is a very nice medicine, a man takes so many thousands of medicine. Similarly, the great stalwarts of leaders of religious principle, without knowing this Hare Krishna mantra, take so many troublesome ritualistic ceremonies. Actually, there is no need. The whole thing is Sridhar Swami is giving the stress very strongly that you can simply chant Hare Krishna mantra without understanding any ritualistic ceremonies. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I am stopping here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. So, we'll read the verse for the day.
Prabhuji, do I share? Oh, okay.
So this is from Srimad Bhagavatam 5:13-20. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। रहुगणत्वामपि यद्वनोऽस्य सन्न्यस्त्यदण्डाकृतभूतमैत्रः असज्जितात्मा हरिसेवयासितम् ज्ञानासिनं ज्ञानासिम् आधाय तर तराति पारम् तरति पारम् रहुगणत्वमपि ह्यध्वनोऽस्य दण्डः कृतभूतमैत्रः असज्जितात्मा हरिसेवयाशितम् ज्ञानासिमाधाय तरति पारम् रहुगणत्वमपि अध्वनोऽस्य सन्न्यस्तदण्डः कृतभूतमैत्रः असज्जितात्मा हरिसेवयाशितम् ज्ञानासिमाधाय तरति पारम् रहुगणत्वम् अपि अध्वनोऽस्य सन्न्यस्तदण्डः कृतभूतमैत्रः असज्जितात्मा हरिसेवयाशितम् ज्ञानासिमाधाय तरति पारम्. Yes, devotees, you can take turns to read.
Hare Krishna, devotee. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, I am just reciting.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. रघुगणतमपि हि अध्वनस्य सन्न्यस्तदण्डः कृतभूतमैत्रः असज्जितात्मा हरिसेवयाशितं ज्ञानासिमादाय तराति पारम्. हरे कृष्ण भोजी दंडवत प्रणाम.
Dhanvat Pranam, Prabhuji. Thank you.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna. Mataji.
रुहुगणत्वामपि हि अध्वनस्य सन्न्यस्तदण्डः कृतभूतमैत्रः असज्जितात्मा हरिसेवयाशितं ज्ञानासिमादाय तराति पारम्। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I try?
Hare Krishna, Sakra Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. रघुगन्तुमपि हयध्वनो अस्य सन्न्यास्तदण्डकृतभूतमेत्रः असज्जिता तं हरिसेव्यशितं ज्ञानाश्रीमदाय तराति पारम्. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you so
Hare
much.
Krishna, Mataji.
Can I
Anyone else?
translate it, please?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Yeah, please.
राहुगणत्वमपि ह्य अध्वनोऽस्य सन्न्यस्तदण्डः कृतभूतमेत्रः असचितात्मा हरिसेव्याशितं ज्ञानासिमादाय तराति पारम्. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Okay, so we look at the synonyms. So someone can um, read the synonyms.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I am reading.
Okay, Prabhu.
Rahugana, O King Rahugana, Tvam, you, Opi, also, he certainly, Adhana, of the path of material existence, Asya, this, Shannastadanda, having given up the king's rod for punishing criminals, Krito Bhuto Moitraha, having become friendly to everyone, Asat Jita Atma, whose mind is not attracted to material pleasure of life, Hori Shevaya, by means of loving service to the Supreme Lord, Shitam, sharpened. Jnana Ashina, the sword of knowledge. Adaya, taking in hand. Toro, crossover. And Oti Param, to the ultimate end of spiritual existence. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna. And yes, someone can read the translation. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Okay, Mataji, you go for translation, please.
Mataji, you go. I will go after you. Go.
So once you can please read it.
My dear King Rahugana, you are also a victim of the external energy being situated on the path of attraction to material pleasure, so that you may become an equal friend to all living entities. I now advise you to give up your kingly position and the rod by which you punish criminals. Give up attraction to the sense objects and take up the sword of knowledge sharpened by devotional service. Then you will be able to cut the hard knot of illusory energy and cross to the other side of the ocean of nuisance. Uh, Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. And thank you, Mataji, too.
Hare Krishna, thank you. And someone can read the purport, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes,
In
Mataji.
Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna compares the material world to a tree of illusion from which one must cut oneself free. न रूपमस्येह ततोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन छित्त्वा ततः पदं तत् परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषः प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसृता पुराणी. The real form of this tree cannot be perceived in this world. No one can understand where it ends, where it begins, or where its foundation is. But with determination, one must cut down this tree with the weapon of detachment. So doing, one must seek that place from which, having once gone, one never returns, and there surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, from whom everything has begun and in whom everything is abiding since time immemorial. Bhagavad Gita 15.3 and 4. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakya Chaksurunmilitame Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Govinda Goswami Niti Namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschat Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna devotees. So we have a very nice verse, and this verse is spoken by, who spoke this verse?
Jarovarat Prabhu.
Jad Bharat, yeah. Jad Bharat is speaking to whom?
King Ruhugana.
So King Rahugana. So we of course we call Bharat Jad Bharat. We have Diya Bharat, or before that actually it was King Bharat, and then we have the Diya Bharat, and now we still call this great personality Jad Bharat. I think he should be Guru Bharat. He is the Guru of whom?
King Rahugana.
King Rahugana or Acharya or some Of course, he was Jad, but now he's no longer Jad, because he is very, very. Of course,
Elevated.
he is very. He was always elevated, but now he has taken the role of a guru. He's taken the role of guru of King Rahugana. Of course, Rahugana could not understand him, but when he started speaking, then Rahugana could understand that he's a great soul. Because unless a person actually speaks, one cannot understand what kind of person that is. Prabhupada says that a foolish person is exposed when he starts
Talking.
yeah, when he starts speaking, when he starts talking, then he's exposed, the foolish person. Otherwise, a foolish person looks like, foolish person may be very nicely dressed and may have good clothing, and may look very good from outside, but when he starts speaking, then you come to know that that person is foolish. So Bharat, or Jad Bharat, is now guru of Rahugana, and he has in this chapter he has described this material world as the material world as a
As an
forest.
inverted
No,
banyan tree.
forest. In this chapter, forest.
Forest.
It's forest, and then it's the forest. Of course, if you look at the early part of this chapter, it's very, very clear. There is describing this whole material existence, like it's mentioned here. In this chapter, Maharaj Rahugana offers his respectful, this chapter at all. Yeah. Yeah, in this chapter, of course, yeah, describing as a, yeah. So the Brahmana Jada Bharat became very kind to King Rahugana, and to dissociate him from the material world, he spoke figuratively of the forest of the material world. He explained that this material world is like a great forest in which one becomes entangled. So it is he described the material world as a great forest. And in this ways, King Rahugana is speaking, Jada Bharat is speaking, and after this verse, of course, Rahugana will speak after this Raja Vacha from verse 21. But here, Jada Bharat is saying that Rahugana previously described a person who is very, very attached, who's very, very conditioned to this material world, very conditioned. And then after that, he says that you are such a person. Rahugana is saying, Jada Bharat is saying to Rahugana that you are also a very attached person, conditioned person, and you are, seeking enjoyment in this material world. You are a king. So he says, you are a victim of external energy. Rahugana, twamapi, abhi, you also, he advanosya, advanosya. Rahugana twamapi, he. So, O King Rahugana, you twamapi, abhi, also, he, advana, of the path of material existence, asya. So you are also a victim of the external energy. And so what should you do? Is giving some instructions on what he should do. He says, Sanyasta danda. Sanyasta danda means Sanyasta danda. Give up. Give up what? Danda.
Shannasta Danda means the king's rod of.
Yeah, because there are different kinds of roads. We know that. A sannyasi has a road, and Yamraj has a road. Yamraj also has got a road. For what does Yamraj use the road for?
For punishing those.
For punishment. Yamraj and his associates have a danda. That's why we call the danda the Yam Dand. Yamraj danda. And then we also have the sannyasis, of course, carry a danda. So here it is mentioned that this, of course, king has the danda or the road to punish the citizens. And sannyasta danda sannyasta means here give up that danda, giving up that danda. Giving up what? The road, the danda. So what instead of giving punishment to the citizens, what should you do now? Krita bhuta maitra. Maitra. Instead of giving punishment to them, become
My friend.
a friend. Because the job of a devotee is not to give punishment. Is the devotee meant to punish others?
No, bro.
No, devotees don't punish others. Kings give punishment, of course. But he's saying that give up. That means you give up the position of the king. And instead of punishing now, you become friendly to all of the living entities, all the citizens. And asad jitatma. What should you do? Another thing. Asad jitatma. Jitatma means?
One has controlled the mind.
Yeah.
Or becomes equal
Control
to
the mind. Control the mind. Jitatma. Jitatma prasantasya paramatma samahita. Sitoshna sukha dukkesha tata manapamana. It's mentioned that one who is jitatma, he is already attained. He has already attained the Paramatma. Jitatmana prashantasya. Prashantasya is very peaceful. And Paramatma samahita sitoshna sukha dukkeshu tatamana pamana. Sitoshna sukha dukkeshu means sit, ushna, sukh and dukh does not
affect him.
Affect him. He is equal in all. Sit, ushna, sukh, dukh, man, apman. Of course, Jad Bharat was like that, or he is like that. He himself was not affected by Situshna or Sukha Dukha or Man Apman. He was, of course, he's very, very renounced when he's speaking to Jad Bharat. So he's himself practicing this. He's saying Jitatma. And we know that when this mind is controlled, then automatically the senses
Are controlled as well.
Are controlled. So, and here, the method he's prescribing is Hari Sevaya. Esat Jitatma Hari Sevaya. By Hari Sevaya means?
Serving Lord Hari.
By serving Lord
Serving
Hari.
Lord Hari.
Lord Hari. So, when the Lord is saved, when one saves the Lord, then the mind automatically can get control. Because we know that serving the Lord, when you serve the Lord, you engage all the senses in the service of the Lord. Who is an ideal example of one who engaged all his senses in the service of the Lord?
Ambarish Maharaj?
Ambrish Maharaj. We know that Savai Mana Krishna
Padaravinda.
Padaravindayo. Savai Krishna Savai Mana Krishna Padaravindayo. He fixed his mind on the lotus feet of the
Supreme Lord.
Lord. Savai Mana Krishna Padaravindayo. Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanuvarnane. How did he control his tongue? How did he engage his tongue?
By chanting the glories of the Lord.
Vachamsi Guna Vaikunta Gunanuvarnane. And then how did he use his hands? His different limbs, hands. Harer, Karo Harer, Mandir,
Marjanado.
Marjanadisu. With his hands he cleaned the temple of the Lord. Marjanadisu. Srutim Chakaryachyuta Satkatode. With the ears he was hearing the
Glories
pastimes
of
of
the
the
Lord.
Lord, glories of the Lord. Gunanuvarnana. The Katodaya. And then we know that these all the other senses he engaged in the service of the Lord. Even the tongue. Even the tongue, how did he engage the tongue?
By speaking about the glories of the
Tulsya,
Lord.
Tulasya, the tongue glory speaking, and Shrimat Tulasya Rasanam Tadarpite. Whatever food was offered to the Lord or Tulsi, he actually accepted that, and his tongue was engaged in that way, in the service of the Lord. And Padav means the feet. He engaged his feet in going to the holy
Pilgrimage.
places of the Lord. Holy places of the Lord. And eyes, Mukunda Linga Laya Darshane Drisho.
Disho.
The eyes seeing going to the different temples and taking darshan of the Lord. And massaging the feet of the devotees, and so that's how he engaged different limbs of the body, and that is actually Hari Sevaya. So Esa Jitatma Hari Sevaya Sitam Gyanasinam. So with the sharpened, Sita means here sharpened. Sharpened Gyanasinam. Gyanasim. Asim. So sword of knowledge. Gyanasim. Sword of knowledge. Gyanasinam adaya tarati param. Tarati param, yes. So he's saying that with the sharpened, because you need, if you have a forest, you want to cut, you need a sword to cut the forest, to clean up the forest. So here, sword is used. And Gyanasim. Gyanasim, but that sword must be very, very sharp. So Sitam, Gyanasim, sharpened with a sharpened sword, cutting that attachment to the illusory energy or this world. In this Prabhupada is giving some verses from the Bhagavad Gita. We know that in the 15th chapter, which is Purushottam Yoga, in the 15th chapter we have this material world described. So material world is described as a tree which has got roots upwards and the branches and everything downwards. So it's Urdhva Moolam Adha Shakam. Urdhva Moolam means the root is
The top,
Upwards.
upward.
The roots goes upwards. Urdhva Moolam Adha Shakam. And the branches are coming, Shaka, coming downwards. It is a tree, and it is mentioned that this is a Ashwatha tree. So Urdhva Moolam Adha Shakam Ashwatham Prahuravyam. Chandamsi Yasya Parnan Yastam Veda Savedavid Adaschodam Prasitasya Saka Guna Pravidya Vishaya Pravala Adascha Mulani Nusantatani Karmanu Bandini Manushalok Na Rupa Masyiha Tato Palabete Nato Nachadi Nacha Sampratishta Ashwatha Mena Suviruda Moolam Asanga Sastrena Drinachita. So this material world is described in that those verses in the first few verses of the 15th chapter as upside down tree. Roots upwards and branches and trunk and twigs and sub branches and leaves and everything downwards. And that material, that tree, one should cut that tree with the what kind of sword?
Sword of
Asanga
knowledge.
sastrena, asanga sastrena, dridena chitva. Asanga, by the weapon of
Detachment.
Asanga sastrena, dridena chitva. And this tree is very suviruda moolam. Suviruda moolam means it is very, very deep rooted. Deep rooted. So we know that our material attachment is very, very deep rooted. It is very, very deep rooted, and one must cut that with the weapon of detachment. And that detachment, that weapon of detachment, and in this verse, that sword Jnanasinam, Jnanasin, that will come how?
By surrender to the Lord, Prabhu.
Yes. When we surrender to the Lord, or when we perform devotional service to the Lord, Hari Sevaya, then that will come. Because we know that in the Bhagavad Gita, those 4 key verses where Lord Krishna is very nicely describing that He is the source of everything. He is the source of both spiritual world and material world. So, and Aham sarvasya prabho mata sarvam pravardhati iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. So we know that the intelligent, knowing that Lord is the source of everything, they worship the Lord. And how their worship is mentioned in the verse after that, Machitta Madgat Prana Bodhyanta Paraswaram. Katyantas Chamam Nityam Tushyanti Cha Ramanti Cha. So they're fixed always Machitta, Madgat Prana. They are Machitta means
They has given their mind on the Lord.
Always fixes the mind on the Lord, Machitta. Madgat Prana means
They can't live without the Lord.
Yes, they can't live without the Lord. Madgat prana. And then amongst themselves, they converse about the Lord, speak about the Lord. And by that, Tushyanticha, Ramanticha, they're always very, very blissful. And such devotees actually have no desire to get anything from the Lord. So they only perform devotional service with priti purukam. Lord Krishna says that Tesham satata yuktana bhajatam priti purukam dadami buddhi yogam tam enam apyantite. He gives the Lord Krishna says those people who worship me, they're connected in this way, which is the way which is described in the second verse. Then I give the knowledge by which they can come to me. I give the intelligence. And then he says, Teshamevanu kampartamaham jnanajamta nashyami atma bhavasto jnanadipena bhasata. Lord Krishna then gives, showing mercy upon such devotees. What does he do? He destroys the darkness of ignorance by the
By lighting the lamp of
darkness,
knowledge.
we can say darkness born of ignorance, by the lamp of knowledge, by the glowing lamp of knowledge. So there, it's Lord Krishna is saying that by Jnana Deep, here it is Jnana Asim, Jnana Asim. Asim means the sword. Gyan means knowledge. Jnana Asim means the sword of knowledge, the sword of knowledge. And we have Jnana Deep. Jnana Deep means
Lamp of knowledge.
lamp of knowledge. Gyan has been compared to like a lamp, described as like a lamp, because it destroys the ignorance. Jnana Deepena Bhasvata. And also Jnanagni Sarvan Karmani Bhasmasat Kurute Tata. Jnanagni means the fire of
Knowledge.
knowledge. So it's fire of knowledge, lamp of knowledge. What else? The sword of knowledge. Here it is sword of knowledge. Jnanas Asim. Jnanasim. So by taking this in hand, this sword, of course, this Gyan actually comes by devotional service. Does it come by our own effort?
No.
No, Prabhuji, it never comes.
It comes by the mercy of the Lord. That is why devotional service is there. Hari Sevaya. So one should, he is advised, and then of course, Tarati Param. Tarati Param means cross this ocean of Tarati. Tarati means tar, then par, crossover. Ati Param means, which is very, very Ati Param. Tara Ati Param. Prabhupada writes, to the ultimate end of spiritual existence. So cross to the other side, from material to the
Spiritual.
giving up spiritual. Yeah. Crossing this ocean of material existence. Here it is described as the forest. Forest. Sometimes it is described as an ocean. So Rahu Ganatvam api here advano shya sanyasta danda kritak bhuta maitraha asajjitatma harisevaya shitam jnanasim adhaya tarati param. So by the process of devotional service, by performing devotional service, of course, it first says you give up give up punishing people and try to and be friendly to all of them. Maitreya. Because that's one of the qualities of a devotee, isn't it true? Advesta sarva bhutana maitra karuna evacha. That's what Lord Krishna is saying in this 12th chapter. So we have this very nice advice to King Rahugana, Bharat Maharaj, of course, now Jad Bharat. He is actually instructing him. And it says, Rahugana Tvam, you are that conditioned soul. You are one of them. Aap bhi hai, I say. Aap bhi hai. You are also attached. You are also attached to this material world. You are also attached to your kingdom and everything. So he is advising him. See, we can see the guru is can be quite heavy. They can directly point out that you are, because we see that Arjuna, when Arjuna said to Krishna that I am your disciple surrendered unto you, Karpanya dosho pahata swabhava prichami tam dharma samudha cheta yachreyasya nishitam bruitan me sishyastem sadimam tam prapannam. When Arjuna said that, I'm my disciple surrendered unto you, please instruct me. Lord Krishna says that, first of all, Lord Krishna says, Asochi anano sochastam pragya vadamcha bhasase gatasuna nanu sochanti pandita. What is it Krishna saying? Asochi anano sochastam pragya vadamcha bhasa. You are speaking like a very learned person, but you are actually not learned. Krishna just straight away points out that you are not very intelligent, you're foolish. That intelligent person doesn't lament for the living nor for the dead. And we see that in so many examples where the spiritual master points out the faults of the disciples, and they are required to do that. That's how the disciple will progress in on the path of devotion. And then says that, yes, you are one of that type. You are a conditioned soul. Abhi, you are also like that. You are also a victim of external energy being situated on the path of attraction to material pleasure. You are seeking material pleasure. You are seeking pleasure in material things. So now you give up, first of all, the that attitude of punishing people. Be friendly to everyone, and instead of looking for enjoyment in material things, you should use those senses in the Hari Seva. Save the Lord. Seva means save. And how will you save? How do you save?
Trying to please the Lord by
Yes.
our
How would you
activities.
save? How would you please the Lord?
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu.
Yes, Ramanam Kirtana, but how? You still need the body. You still need the eyes. You still need the ears. You still need the mouth. You still need the hands. Do you need that?
Yes, Prabhu, yes. Through the
Yes,
senses.
Yes, we need the senses. The devotional service is described as that Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti
Bhakti.
using the senses to save the Lord. So instead of using it for enjoyment, use it for the
Service of
service
the
of the
Lord.
Lord. Of course, you enjoy by that way. You get greater enjoyment by engaging the service, engaging the senses in the service of the Lord, and then, of course, the gyan comes, and that by that gyan, cut that that attachment, cut that hard knot of illusory energy, Maya, cut that, and then you'll be able to cross. Similarly, in the 15th chapter, we have corresponding verses, similar verses. But there it is Jnanasin. There it is actually Vairagya with the sword of detachment. Here the sword of
Knowledge.
knowledge. But both of them will come through
By the mercy of the Lord.
yes, by the mercy of the Lord. Because when we perform devotional service, by the mercy of the Lord, those things come. The Gyan comes, by which we can get freed from that ignorance, and by which we can cross this ocean of material existence. Yes, devotees, any questions or comments or what you have learned, you can say, something, or if you have any questions. Or if you can say what you have learned, if you want to, in this verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Danvat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam Mataji.
Thank you so much for wonderful class. We learned about how to put our senses to the God devotional service. It's very very we trying. I'm sorry, I'm very new into this whole entire at the moment. I'm still learning, and it's really really beginning for me. Trying to chant hard and trying to do more prachar and stuff like that. But somehow I feel like still being a human, it's becoming a little bit difficult. Can you please tell us a little bit more in detail, like how I know about a little bit about how I can put my senses into the God, like by looking my eyes with the God's like feet and having a prasadam with my tongue and chanting and by singing of God name all the time. But other than that, what would you suggest more that I can control my more senses?
The easiest process in this age is chanting the Maha Mantra. You are joining from Topo. Am I right? You're Ankita.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. I'm joining
Ankita
from
Mataji.
Taupo. Yes,
Yeah,
Prabhuji. I'm
Topo.
joining from
Topo.
Taupo, and I recently started, and I've been chanting every day 16 round, and Ekadashi. I'm trying to do Nirjala. This Ekadashi, I managed to do 128 round chanting.
Very nice, Mataji. Very nice. So if you are chanting, it's very good. Chanting, and then you are attending this Srimad Bhagavatam class every day also?
Yes, Prabhuji. I'm trying my best.
Yeah, it's good. Do you have Srimad Bhagavatam?
Yes, Prabhuji. I just recently got it.
Very nice. So,
I started Canto 1 and I just on the sloka 3 at the moment.
oh, you just started, yeah. Yeah, the main thing is you have to chant attentively. And then if you can get some association, that will be also very good. Do you get a chance to associate with the
I mean, in
devotees?
Topo, I don't have any devotees over here. I just by myself and I just recently started and it is a bit challenging, but I'm just believing in Krishna and I make sure I do my chanting. And I guess you all have been come so far and how the beginning is like. So.
No, it's very good that you are, chanting and you have got Srimad Bhagavatam. And yes, so through
I
this,
have I have finished reading Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I'm on Krishna Lila book and Srimad Bhagavatam, and also been distributing Srimad Bhagavad Gita to the people and giving the Hari name to them. If
so
I
you're
just
already
did
doing
that.
so much service. That's very nice. Mm. Yeah,
Hare
if you are doing so
Krishna,
much service, then
Prabhuji.
yeah, you are on the right path, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Hare
Dhanvat
Krishna,
Pranam.
Ankita. Prabhuji, Ankita is a
Thank you.
wonderful devotee. She has, on Bhadra Purnima, she got the Bhagavatam set. And
Very nice.
yes, and she came to the Tulsi house
Mm.
and gave her the beads. She took the beads and then she has started chanting. And she's come in a short time. She has progressed so much in her devotional service because of her enthusiasm.
Very
So,
nice.
and she comes to the temple sometimes here into Auckland. And thank you so much, Ankita, for engaging me in the service of Lord Sri Krishna and Srila Prabhupada's mission. And very nice that you are asking such nice questions and associating with devotees as well.
Yeah, so it's good that Mataji can also attend some regular Zoom classes. So that will be nice. And yes, thank you, Sudharma Mataji, for
Yeah, thank you, Sudharma
all-
Mataji. It's too much for me. I'm just such a low life, and I think I'm
Mm.
struggling a lot, and I think I'm just be honest and I need little bit help with both mentally and emotionally. Sometimes I feel like I just don't know how I can grow more nicely and
No, it
without
will
having
come,
too much
Mataji.
attachment.
With what you are doing. If you keep doing it attentively, it will come. Everything else will come. Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Anyone else wants to say anything on what you can ask questions, or you can say what you have learned?
Hey, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dhanvat Pranam.
Dhanvat Pranam,
Thank
Prabhu.
you for this very nice class. One of the things we learned is that Guru can be very heavy. From this episode, we can see that Jat Bharat was becoming more and more heavy to King Raghu. I think sometimes the Guru can be very heavy, and we might, depending on the disciple disposition, we should take it very nicely. This is for own benefit. It's not that the Guru is trying to downgrade you or offend you. That's the position of the Guru. As you mentioned in the Gita, even Lord Krishna chastised Arjun when you were expounding. So
What does the Guru mean? Guru means heavy.
Guru means heavy. Yeah.
Mm.
So this is one of the things. I know my spiritual master is always Tamil Krishna Goswami was very heavy, but that is required. Thank you, Guru.
Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Yes, thank you. Anyone else? We've got a few more minutes left.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dhanvat Pranam. Yes,
Dhanvat Pranam.
two things, Prabhu. We have learned that the material attachment we have to cut it through sword of knowledge and the sword of detachment, and both are necessary. Sorry. So even in I think in Srimad Bhagavatam, in the first canto, chapter 2 and verse 15, it says, Yadanuddashina yukta karma guntini bandhanas. There also it says that the intelligent person detaches themselves from the material bondage by using the sword of knowledge, and that comes from the mercy of the Lord. So we have to associate with devotees and have full faith on the service of the Lord. And when he fully surrenders to the Lord gives us the knowledge by which we can detach our material attachment.
Yes, very nice. That is Lord's mercy. We perform the devotional service and with unmotivated devotional service and uninterrupted, and then the right knowledge will come. Hare Krishna. Thank you, bro. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, this is slightly out of the topic, but today is they say is eclipse, and some scholars and devotees are saying we shouldn't do any cutting or eating prasadam from like 6 to 8:30 something. So how should we look at this astrology things? Maybe you can explain.
It depends, but I have seen that, like, for example, in once there was an eclipse and I was in Vrindavan, so all the temples were closed, including our temple in Vrindavan. So some places they follow, and because other people follow. Prabhupada followed certain things in India, which he did not, follow outside. Like we know that Matajis can be in the DT room outside India, but in Vrindavan and other places, we know that Prabhujis are doing the DT worship. So there are certain things Prabhupada did in Vrindavan because they were. It was everyone else would follow that. So the eclipse in India, they follow very strictly in the temples. But outside India, we know that recently, was it this year or last year, we had Gaur Purnima and we had eclipse at that time. Was it this year?
Don't know, Prabhu. I think maybe not.
And then other people did not do anything on that particular day. Of course, they had certain time. But devotees just had normal celebration. Gaur Purnima. Yes, it was Gaur Purnima. Does anyone remember which, was it this year or last year? But it's this year or last year, one of the 2 years. Normally during the eclipse, we do maximum chanting. We know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. Someone may say that it's very inauspicious time. But we know that when Lord appears, then it is the most auspicious time. Can it be in, inauspicious time when Lord appears?
No.
No. He appeared, and then because of his appearance, the time became very, very
Auspicious.
auspicious. So similarly, we just have to chant, do more chanting and other things. And if it is anything is done for the Lord, if you are doing it for the Lord, do you think it will be inauspicious?
No.
No. If you are saving the Lord, you just keep the service going. In whichever way you have to serve, you have to serve. Prabhuji?
Thank you, Prabhu. It's just that some of the devotees are advising not to take prasad within 7 hours.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, we all the devotees are chanting quite a lot, especially during this time.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah,
So
that's okay.
yeah.
That's okay. We can just chant.
Yeah.
And it's not normally for too long. It's just very short time.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah.
Prabhuji, today's timing is 5:41 a.m. to 8:36 a.m. eclipse. Yeah. Prabhuji, Nanbraj Prabhuji, is it possible for all of us to chant till 8:36 if there is Zoom time available? Can we do just one round of chanting together?
I think some devotees have to go to start work at 8:30. So
Whoever
maybe
Prabhu.
we can just chant ourselves. It's okay.
Yeah.
So we can just chant for them because it's only 5 minutes left now. So you can all chant for 5 minutes and then after that have prasadam. Yeah. Normally, devotees normally eat, I don't think they eat 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Or 6 o'clock, So normally they eat later. Yeah. If you can follow, it's good. But if you are doing some service for that in the temple, and if you have to do some service, then if it is for the Lord, we have to do it.
In Fiji, they keep at least I know the Suva temple, they close it during eclipse.
Yeah, but previously they never did that, but nowadays they are doing it, of course.
Yeah.
Previously, I never remember any time temple was closed because of eclipse. Nowadays, a lot of things people are following, which previously they did not follow or they did not do. Nowadays, isn't it true? They've started doing so many new things actually.
Yes, Prabhuji. And also like putting tulsi leaf, of course, we offer to Krishna. So they said then devotees can eat that even in eclipse. Yeah.
That's not contaminated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember they used to put kush previously. They used to put everything before the eclipse. They used to put the kush grass. Do you remember? And I'm not sure if you remember. In Fiji, they used to do that. It was good there, we have Tulsi ji. Thank you all the devotees. Shri Shri Radha Girdhari Bhagwan ki jai. Shri Shri
Jai.
Gaunitaya Bhagwan ki jai. Shri Shri
Jai.
Sitaram Lakshmi Bhakt Hanuman ki jai.
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
His Grace Madhav Govind Prabhu ki
Jai.
Jai. Samaveta Bhakta Brinda ki
Jai.
Jai.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Panchakal Purvesha Kripa
Kripa Sindhu
Sindhu
Evacha
Patitanam
Patitanam
Pavanebhyo
Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo
Namo
Namo
Namaha.
Namaha.
Jai.
Koti
Krishna
Krishna Brinda
Priya
ki
Ki Jai. Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Ki
Hare
jai.
Krishna.